1 second. Well, hold up, I'm on. Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right, Shalom. All right, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai, Brakatay Hawa, Brakatay Hawa Shai. All right, Shalom, Akim, Yahabashim Shai, Brakathum to you brothers and sisters, and double honors to the apostles out there. Okay, the apostle Great Millstone. Okay, who rules well. All right. This is just gonna be something quick. I just wanted to share with you brothers, man, about tribulation and fearing Yahabashim Shai, because as we can see, we have a lot of scoffers and scorners, betrayers, backbiters, or whatever you want to call them, is showing themselves now, right? So we know that this is the time of Yahweh Shem Shai's return, because things, according to the scripture, is supposed to happen, man. And we got to be prepared for that. Okay, we got to be prepared for what's to come in Babylon. Fuck it. Fuck. We got to be prepared for what's to come in Babylon, man. Okay? Because time, the RFID chip is on its horizon, man. Okay? The collapse of the money system, okay? Rumors and race wars, all of those things that, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the men of Great Millstone, okay, on down, and other men who've been teaching the true and proper doctrine that's been teaching for years, okay? Everything that's been told on the highways and byways and the streets and the hedges, man, is coming to pass, man. So we have to get ready. We have to be in that mindset that the Lord can come back at any moment now. Race riots can pop off at any moment now. Okay, the dollar will collapse at any moment now. All right, the implementing the RFID chip mandatory, okay, is here. We are coming close to that in our reality. Okay, all of the signs show it, man. But I'm gonna start from Matthew 24 real quick. This is the basic learning tools that we have to remember and keep going through, man, and keep reading over and over. So I'm just gonna go through these scriptures that we always go through, man. You know, this is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start from 4. And Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come. Slaki, I'm gonna start from verse. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna read into it. Here we go. 3. This is 24:3 of Matthew. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right, because that's what we want to know. When will be the sign of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? When is Yahweh Shai going to return? Okay, because we know once he gets here, it's over with, and now our being heirs to the throne will be in play. Okay, we will get with Yahweh Shai, we will be heirs to the throne. So the disciples, they wanted to know, when will you come back and return? Okay, because they didn't want to be in Rome forever, you know. But it was set up that way because now it's time that we get out of this place. Okay, so verse 4, and Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, or I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And that's what's been happening. You got a lot of groups and camps out who say that they're under the vibration of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and they're actually deceiving. Okay, they're not coming in the true doctrine and the true spirit of the Lord. Okay, so those are one of the number one thing that Yahweh Shah told them to look out for. It says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right. So we see that now. World War Threes. Okay. We've been through the whole, I should say, propaganda of World War Threes. Okay. And that's the big bang that's actually going to happen according to the scriptures, though. But we've been through all these wars and rumors of wars, and will China nuke America? Will America nuke China? Will North Korea get involved with Iran? You know, this, that, and the third. All of those commotions, those are all coming from the scriptures. That's what it's talking about. Because when you go into Jeremiah, and that's the thing, it's been talked about, and people lose focus and forget and believe that it's not going to come to pass. This is Jeremiah 51 and 46. It says, 46, Jeremiah 51 and 46, "Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler." So all of these rumors that's going to be coming, eventually violence is going to take place. Eventually, Jacob's trouble is going to take place here in America. Okay, Jacob's trouble is going to be deadly. Okay, seeing dead bodies laying all over the streets, it's going to be deadly out here when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai looses those death angels, man. Okay, in Jacob's trouble. Okay, the RFID chip, martial law. Okay, concentration camps, man. All of those things are coming. And if you claiming to be a man of the Lord, you gotta know that and have fear and have faith in Yahweh Shemashai that you'll be protected and continue in this thing of ours. Like Apostle Gabar always says. Okay? I'm gonna read that again. Unless, this is Jeremiah 51 and 46, "Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler." There go your world wars, your World War III, your rulers against rulers. Okay? So let me go back. This is going back into Matthew. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah, to the brother Yashar Gabar. It says, I'm gonna start from verse 6, Matthew 24 and 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars," what I just read. "See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." So a lot of things is going to happen, man, before the Lord gets here. That's the key point. That's the point that Yahweh Shai was trying to relay to the disciples. That there's going to be a lot of uncomfortable situations. Basically, is going to happen before I return. That's why it says all these are the beginning of sorrows. So it's going to be a time where it's going to be nothing but sorrow, woe, crying, and death that's going to happen here before the Lord gets here, man. All right? And through the Spirit, you have to be prepared for that. All right? Let me get here it is, slide here. Let me get the Apocrypha. The second Ezra real quick. Second Ezra 16 and 17. Okay. like I said, I'm the basic. You call me the basic man. I'm just gonna go over the basic scriptures that we've been getting for years, man. Okay, these milk scriptures that you got to apply and realize and recognize, because it ain't about going so deep, man. You got the basis of the foundation of what's gonna happen, and you know what I'm saying. If you actually pay attention to the scriptures, okay. We know, some scriptures 2, 3, 4 folds and this, that, and the third, and history and all of that. Yeah, that's cool. But when you have that foundation root of the overall outcome, like the brother Ariella, he's the culmination, which is basically the outcome of an event, of a matter, which is your foundation. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 16. 2nd Ezra 16 and I'm looking for it. 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. It says, "Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?" Right, because it's going to be a harsh. Okay, it's going to be deadly out here, man. Okay, yet alone at the end the missiles. So who's gonna like you? Who's gonna Who's gonna deliver? That's what Ezra was asking. He was like, all of this was gonna come on the planet Earth. Who's gonna deliver me? You know? He said, because destruction is gonna happen. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrow and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourgers for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourge. Behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because a lot is going to be happening, death, famine, okay? But then these people are still going to be in la la land, man. That's why the scripture says, the Lord is going to come in the thief in the night, okay? Because with a lot of hell and evil coming upon this earth that we see, it's going to be niggers still in la la land and thinking everything is a game until Yahushua comes. So we being prophets of Yahweh Shemal Shai, Yahweh Ratazah, that we're prophets, okay? Us being prophets and seeing all of this coming about, you can't bitch up in fear, man. You got to keep on going. All right? I'm going to cut it there real quick. Let me see what I got. Matthew 24. It says, Matthew 24:24 says, "For there shall rise false prophets, false Christ, and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." Right? Because that's the whole key game that Esau is trying to get. He's trying to Satan, okay, is trying to get the elect to go off. He's trying to get the elect to stop teaching this truth. Trying to get the elect, okay, to go basically turn aside to Satan, trying to fear him. Okay, so some guys are selling out, you know. Okay, so those great wonders that possibly will be happening, we don't know in detail on anything that Esau is plotting and planning. We just got to be prepared for whatever he's going to do through the Spirit. And how do we prepare? Because knowing these scriptures and the foundation, okay, that something crazy is going to happen. All right, and this is gonna be the tester, and a lot of things is gonna weave out a lot of guys. Okay, a lot of things are gonna weave them out, But only ones who won't be weeded out, according to the scripture, like you just said, is the elect. Okay? What we got? You know what? I'm just gonna get that. This is Psalms. Oh, goodness, I went right past it. Slacking. Slacking. There we go. This is Psalms 91. It says, he that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Most High. Those who's going to be protected by Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? The chariots. I will say unto the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Right? Because those miracles and wonders that Esau is going to be doing and shit, never know. It's something called Project Bluebeam, where they can have images in the sky. You know, never know if they try to put that fake Christ image up in the sky and people begin to cry and wail over it. You know what I'm saying? And begin to worship it. You know, anything. It says, I will. He says, he that dwelleth in the sea, he that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And ultimately, it's the scriptures in the physical form. The secret place would be those chariots. Okay? Okay? Because the chariots was going to protect us. That's why we read Ezra, he said, woe is me, who will deliver me? If you're continuing this thing and fearing Yahweh Shemel Shai, that's who's going to deliver you. Okay? It says, I will say unto the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Right, from those thermonuclear missiles. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai is going to deliver you out of that. That's why Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. You know? Because it's gonna be excuse my language, it's gonna get fucked up out here. It's gonna be really fucked up out here. Okay? When tribulation really kicks in and it is there, you know, it's like you know when you're drunk and you want to come down from being so drunk. All right, when that tribulation, that drunkenness really hit, man, people's gonna wish that drunk feeling was over with. Okay, but see, that's the thing. Now it's not gonna be over. It's gonna keep getting worse and 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 worse until Yahweh Shemel Shai returns. It says, surely he shall. This is Psalm 91:3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the archer that flieth by day. All right, you don't. There's no need to be afraid of when Yahweh Shemel Shai returns. Okay. And it says, I'm going to read that part. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. When those nuclear missiles hit, if you're a man of the Lord, you're going to be protected. If you are a true man of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're going to be protected. All right? It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday, which is talking about the missiles once again. Okay, so if you have the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai upon you, you're gonna fear. Okay, and you won't be caught up in that nonsense. You won't be caught up in the noisome pestilence, man. Those missiles. Okay, so fear the Lord, man. How do you fear the Lord and gain more fear for the Lord and faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, studying, fasting, praying, you know, all those avenues. Let's see. Let me, let me get this real quick. This is Sirach 2. It says Sirach 2:1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, set thine heart aright and constantly endure. See, all the scriptures are always talking about fighting and enduring because tribulation is going to come to pass, man. And make no haste in the time of trouble, right? Don't get scared in the time of trouble, man. Don't try to run, you know. You got to deal with it. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make no haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last. So it says, cleave unto him. Who is the him? The him is Yahushua. And depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last. And in the last, like you should say, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Okay, so the last, in the last end, when we're gonna everything is gonna be increased. That's the kingdom. That's the crown. So we gotta prepare ourselves for temptation. Prepare for you to be in an uncomfortable position. Okay. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So be cheerful when things come up your way, man. Be cheerful. Okay? What I mean by be cheerful is just you got shit. This is the territory I'm in. Whatever happens, you're about to be beheaded. You're about to you get slapped with handcuffs. You get arrested. You go to prison or whatever the case may be. Just like now, not too long ago, the Sakari camp, they got arrested and stuff like that. Hey, that's gonna be happening on a wide scale, man. Jake, a lot of brothers is gonna start getting tested, man. A lot of brothers gonna start being tested and getting locked up. So the scripture is telling you to prepare yourself for temptation. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the furnace, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. So you have to fear Yahweh Shem Shai. You have to fear for your life, man. It says, yet ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Okay, and the world is offering the kingdom, man. Okay, what we got next? What I got next? Let me see here. This is 2 Timothy 15 and 16. It says, yeah, I forgot. That's stupid. It's not letting me share nothing else. Well, I'm going to just read it. It's a lot here. 1 second. Stupid. Oh, man. Let's see. So give me 1 second. Second Esdras 15:16. This is Second Esdras 15:16. In the States. It says, Second Esdras 15:16. It says, for their show, you know what? I'm going to start from 14. Second Esdras 15:14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's talking about the chaos that's going to happen. Okay, that's talking about the chaos that's going to happen here in America. The race riots is going to be nothing but anarchy. Okay, because what Esau is going to do is he's going to shut down your Section 8s. He's going to shut down your jobs. Okay, he's going to cut back funding. Okay, they're going to do unjustly evil laws that's going to get passed, and people are going to be pissed off at it. Okay, they're going to try to take your guns away, and people are going to get pissed off at that. You know, it's a lot of things that's going to happen on the horizon, man. Okay, so it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction drop nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, people going to be shooting each other. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, because through Yahweh Shemel Shai first, down to the so-called white man, he's putting in their mind to basically jack up the whole system, jack up the society. Okay, that's why this place is going down. So now that this place is going down, you people who love this world, your lives is going to go down, and people are going to be committing suicide. All right, people are going to be and killing one another, man, because their world is going to be crashing down upon them. Okay. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Curfews. They're going to be curfews set up. Okay. They're going to be diseases. The CDC. Okay. They're going to be pushing out diseases, may kill off a whole city. You understand? May kill off a whole city. Okay. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And right, a famine that's gonna come. Okay, austerity measures. Okay, when austerity measures comes, higher and higher, what's going to happen? You people aren't going to be able to buy the things that you need. Ain't going to be able to buy food. Okay? Ain't going to be able to buy clothes. Ain't going to be able to buy new cars. So what's coming to these people is they're going to be in a clear, uncomfortable position, and they're going to act as animals. You know, it says, well, that's pretty much it. There's great tribulation is going to happen. Okay, Isaiah 40. It says Isaiah 40 and 28. It says, "Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard?" So this is Isaiah 40 and 28. "Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, the Lord Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint by and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fail. But they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Okay, so basically, waiting upon Yahweh Shem Shai, you're gonna get increased in the end. Okay, that's why I said I'm gonna read verse 31 again, Isaiah 40, 31. "But they that wait upon the Lord Yahweh shall renew their strength." Okay, waiting on Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because he's gonna the scripture tells you, has anyone I believed in the Lord, or some roughly paraphrasing, you guys should know what I'm talking about. Believed in the Lord and basically he didn't forsake them. You know, this is oh, you know what? Let me before I continue. Damn, that's what I wanted to do. Well, I can't switch the screen, but what I will do is, I guess it'll still be on me, but I'm gonna just read it off because it's not switching the screen. But I'm here in the etymology of temptation. Okay, going back to Sirach 2. Go back to Sirach 2 real quick. But I just wanted to read about temptation. It says temptation, I'm in the etymology, act of enticing something to do sin. Get RFID. Okay? An experience or state of being tempted. Well, yeah, I'm just dealing with this first one. It says, act of enticing someone to sin. Okay, temptation. And we're all facing that temptation. Okay, we're facing temptation every day not to go off. But it's gonna be if you're a man of law, all you're gonna be doing is praying. Why do y'all watch everything about this situation? 30 minutes later, you're in a whole nother situation. The Lord maneuvered you around and got out. Why do you have us outside to have my back on that situation? You know? Okay. Get this scripture. Then I'm gonna close out. I believe it's only not too long, really. But I'm gonna close out after the scripture. Okay, this is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth." Okay, destruction means, that's what woe is, destruction, harsh, bad times. "Unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau is doing any and everything he can to postpone the prophecies, okay? But he knowing that it's not going to work, he only has a short amount of time to do what he needs to do, okay? Build your bomb shelters or whatever the case may be, because he knows that we're after his ass through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is on him, okay? And it says, I'm reading again, therefore rejoice heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, and for the devils come down unto you having great wrath. Right, Esau's gonna come down on Jacob, man. Jacob's trouble with that great wrath. Man, have you ever seen I can't think of the movie right now. Coming down on probably a great wrath. That's okay. It's still my mind. If I can think about it, I'll bring it up. But this is Revelation 12. Again, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Destruction, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that I have short time. Right. There you go. Just came back. Martial law, concentration camps, the RFID chip, and if you don't get it, you're gonna get destroyed. Oh, the Georgia Guidestones. Okay, he knows that he got a short time, so he will have to wants to make his 10 Commandments, so-called 10 Commandments, in effect, man. And it's going to be the cause of a lot of Jakes to die. Okay, so the devil knows he has but a short time, so that's why he's doing anything he can right now, man. The transgenders, the I don't want no sex. I'm neither male nor female. He set up all these different avenues as being the devil. Okay. Yeah, kind of. It's like a single. Maybe if I turn of thought, reason why I said there was a point behind it, but that's okay. Lord willing to come back. This is Revelation 3:10. This is Revelation 3:10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the Georgia Guidestones. Because Esau is trying to kill off all the people. Well, he's trying to keep only 500 million alive, if I'm not mistaken. He's trying to keep 500 million people alive, meaning a lot of death of all the Jakes. Okay, but he's using all these wicked avenues to basically say that we don't need a race. That's what I was gonna say. You know, trying to cut off Yahweh Shemel Shai. He's trying to cut off the line of Israel. Okay, you can be neither man nor boy. You can neither be man nor woman in this society of ours. Okay, so they're doing all of these wicked acts. Okay, because they know they got a short time, so they want to push out all of their wickedness out there, man. Okay, by how they systematically using the political system. Okay, how they're using the political system to get their laws and their things passed in. So concentration camps will come and they're trying to take away the guns and things of that nature. They're trying to do they're trying to man versus machine. Okay, they're trying to do that. They're trying to put themselves as gods before God, Yahweh, while Yahweh shall returns. So they're doing all of these things. They're doing all this scrambling right now, okay? Because they know that once Yahweh Shemel Shai says enough is enough, he turned the gears up on all the people, nothing but chaos, anarchy, and on top of that, the other nations is getting mad. When I say turning up the gears, I'm talking about the other nations, the other kings of other lands as well, okay? Because World War III is going to happen. That's going to come to pass. So the Lord's got all this mixture going on, man. And through the Spirit, we have to watch. We have to watch it all. Okay, we can't. One man can't just watch it, but that's why he has 144,000 elect men. Okay, everybody has to watch and do their part. and and Esau knows that. So he's gonna be like, you know what, man, F these Israelites. We're gonna do what we want to do. And when the Lord get here, he get here. We're gonna do what we want to do until then. You know, because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, Jacob's trouble. Um, what are they doing now? What is Esau doing now? Oh, they started the war on drug thing. Okay, and we know about that in the 80s. War on drugs. That was kill basically every black man you see. Okay, the drug epidemic and all that stuff that they implemented in. So now they're on wax saying that they gotta start the war on drugs all over again. What does that tell you? That they're trying to just kill off Jake's right? They're trying to kill off Jake. Okay, you know that he has but a short time. We got to know that this devil is doing these things, so we can be prepared for it. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, be ready. This is Revelation 3 and 10, and I'm gonna close out on this scripture. Revelation 3 and 10 says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation." Right, which is the enticement of sin. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So everything you're gonna be tried. That's the point of the lesson, man. The tribulation is coming. Fear the Lord. All right. Behold, I come quickly, in that fast and hold fast which thou hast. And verse 11, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And that's what it's all about, not getting your crown taken, man. Okay? Continue in this fight for Yahweh while Yahweh shine. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of the Most High, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of the Most High, and the name of the city of the Most High, which is New Jerusalem, which is, you know who that is, which coming down out of heaven, out of the ships, which is chariots, from the Most High, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith into the churches. How about say prophet? What the Spirit says into the churches. Okay? Which these was warnings to us of things to come. And now we're in the stead of those churches now today, all around the globe, man. So this is directed to us, the men of the Lord, the Spirit. How about you? He directed this to the churches. He directed all this to the churches. Let us know. You keep doing what you're doing. Have faith. And when this tribulation hit, don't fold, and you're gonna get that crown. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Now, I wasn't too long, you know. But with that, a double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, citations to the Akimat on the four corners of the earth, and citations to the women as well, the ones who's followed after the correct doctrine, the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and with that, a tribulation is coming. Fear the Lord. Shalom.